Join the legendary Force MDs in the morning, along with Dr. Pebbly Pooh, the first female hip-hop soloist, in the mornings on the Force MDs Morning Show, featuring Dr. Pebbly Pooh, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, live on Facebook or on Uni TV and radio on the Force MDs page.
Baldwin, man, clip later. We're gonna bring in the dude, the man of the hour right here. Our dude, give it up for my man John, the goddamn Dawn, baby. John, the Dawn. What up, boy? What's going on with you, man?
Good family. What's good, family? How y'all doing?
Yes,
Hey,
John, before you say anything, because you know, when you was in the house right now, I know John like to cook eggs and cheese and turkey bacon and stuff like that. Tremendous job marketing, man, and we're gonna get into all that. But guys, yeah, when you would ask,
I just want to clearly give a shout out to his mother, Sarah, Sean, Bart, just the whole, because they are extended fam, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Kato, the whole squad, man. And
Kato, I'm gonna kick your ass, Kato, as soon as I see your ass. Look, hey, John, you don't even know this shit. When I was living in Brooklyn, I used to come up to Yonkers. I was in the square, chopping up Faya. I don't know if you remember Faya. You remember Faya? You probably don't know. You remember? He passed away. But me and Faya used to be out there all the time, and we heard some commotion, and we looked around the corner. Kato was in the air like Bruce Lee. Kick this motherfucker into Steve. He kicked this motherfucker into a fucking a store and shit. And I said, bro, what's going on? He said, he wanted beef. He got it. I said, oh shit, Black Lee is in this motherfucker.
Because hey, Pebbly, his Uncle Kato was /Bruce Lee /Michael Jackson.
Man, I lost count of how many karate Kato stories I heard. I lost count. All I heard growing up.
Kato.
Everybody got a story about Kato.
Shout out to Morpheus, man.
Morpheus. Now, Pebbly, if you didn't know, his uncle Sean was in the group, Force MD. He was on
right.
He rocked in that group, so he's always Force MD. But he produced a lot of the songs.
Yeah, man, Sean is a beast, man. Listen, I talk to Sean every day, man. I told Sean, look, Sean, if you listen to that, don't call me today about no motherfucker. Hey, John, me and Sean be on the phone we was on the phone yesterday for 3 hours, man. Sean became a motherfucking scholar and shit. You would never know how many scales a frog got. I don't give a fuck how many scales a frog got. Let's get back. Hey, John. Look, man. Listen, we just so excited and happy for you, man. Cause knowing how you came up and stuff. When did you first discover you had that talent for like the battle stuff? You know what I mean, like the battling. How old was you then, or when it first hit you? Like,
well, really, I was kind of battling for as long as I've been rapping, because once I started rapping, it was automatically a competitive thing. Mm-hmm. When I started rapping, I wasn't recording right away. I used to run around with Hodge. I know my brother Hodge.
Yeah, Hodge.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, my mom, being I was so young, living where we was living, she wouldn't let me go outside unless Hodge took me. Mm-hmm. So once I was going outside, I was hanging around Hodge and his friends. So once they started rapping, I knew I had to be good enough to rap with them. Mm-hmm. So my mindset was competing with them the whole time. And even when we used to go outside, we used to go to different blocks. Yo, who rap over here? So even back then, I used to write a rhyme every day. And people used to swear Hodge was writing my verses because everybody knew Hodge. Everybody knew Hodge was nice. So they how this 9-year-old running around rapping, Hodge got to be writing his shit. And that was motivating me too. I'm like, but I never got mad. I was always flattered. I'm like, I must be good if y'all think Hodge is writing my shit.
Absolutely.
No, but just in Yonkers. This was in Yonkers or in Atlanta?
This was Yonkers.
Okay, yeah.
So Yonkers, I was known early, as a young dude. Every time I walked somewhere, somebody that knew I rap will always stop me, like, John, let me hear something. So if I go through a week or even 2 or 3 days with this, mind you, anywhere I go, I'll go to the square, I'll go to wherever, any other blocks. If I'm saying these verses I got, and I know the next day it's gonna happen again, I'm like, they heard this verse already. So I gotta write a new verse every day almost.
Especially if you're going outside.
Especially if I'm going outside.
Now, John, as a youngin, have you ever had to spit to Jada or one of them cats on the block that wanted to heard about you, wanted to hear you?
Nah, they didn't know I rap till later. You know, Kiss is like family to us too. You know?
Right.
And I didn't want to be another dude every time I saw Kiss, like, yo, I rap. Listen to me rap. Listen to me rap. I was never doing that. I always wanted everything to be organic. Like, even when I eventually, we could get on to that story later on, but even when I eventually got around Jermaine Dupri, they didn't know I rap till later on. So that was just my character. Like, you got to find out I rap on your own. I'm not gonna be all in your face like that. So they didn't really know. They've probably been around for a couple ciphers. Like Styles probably caught me in a couple ciphers or something like that, and they was like, "Yo, this man can really rap." You know?
Yeah. Because Styles and y'all kind of related in a way. Styles, right? Got some relation to your family.
Oh
right?
yes. Through Bunny.
Bunny. Kato.
Bunny.
It's the cousin.
Bunny.
Yeah.
Yep. Through Bunny.
Yeah, and Bunny was Bunny the one that was doing Mary's hair, right?
Oh
I
Bunny
think so. somebody else, Bunny and somebody else.
Oh, her mom.
Yeah, because I remember when Mary first came out, Kato was always dropping Bunny off with Mary. You know what I mean? I remember that.
I got a question for Colin real quick. All right, John. Now, when you moved from Yonkers to the A, was the competition? I know you wasn't really balanced. I know you had to go against cats up there when it came to, like, people trying to test you, like, oh, you from New York? What you got? I know. How was that like when you got up there and the cats up there? You had to, like, try your skills against them.
That's a good question, because at first, when I first came to Atlanta, I was kind of hesitant to rap for anybody for two reasons. One, of course, being that I came from New York and we in Atlanta, it's a whole different type of rap.
Right.
I'm gonna appreciate that.
That's some flower. That's good.
Yeah. And another reason was because of my age. I always felt like I was like better than anybody my age. That's how I was feeling. Like, I felt like I was way too advanced for my age. So when I came down here, like, ending the middle school, in my head, they not about to understand what I'm saying. Why I'm going to rap with anybody. And then it took it's a funny story. It's a crazy story. So when I came down here, I was in Gwinnett. I ended up going to a pool party.
Right.
And at the pool party, I remember the friends I was around, I had just met them, but they like my closest friends to this day. But this is around the time I first met them. And I remember telling them that I could rap, but they never heard me rap. So we had a pool party, and some dude started rapping, like some type of cipher broke out, whatever it was. So of course, one of my friends came and got me. He was like, "Yo, you rap, right?" Get over there, rap. Go rap. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I go over there and I listen to them rap. At first, it got some down south, like all of that, and I'm like, all right, that's not cool. And then it was this one dude named Q that made me comfortable to rap, because once he started rapping, he was really rapping. Like, he reminded me of like a T.I., and he had bars, and people was liking it. So it made me comfortable to rap. I'm like, all right, so if they getting him,
they definitely gonna get you.
Yeah, they're gonna get me. So I start rapping, and they actually go crazy. They're going crazy. Like, they're literally going crazy. So it got so crazy that when it was over, we was just chilling. Mind you, it's a pool party. I don't know none of these dudes. A lot of high school people there. This is like the end of the 8th grade for me. It's a lot of high school kids there, whatever. Those are the ones that was rapping. And another one of our friends came over there and was like, "Yo, yeah, them dudes want to fight y'all." I said, "What?" Like,
wow.
Yeah, they said something about you was mugging them or something. I was like, nobody was even looking at them. Like, it was we had a whole standoff. All of this, but it was just like from rapping. It had to be from that. Like, it had to be that they didn't like the attention that I was getting.
Absolutely.
I'm not from here. I'm new around here.
Right.
And here I go. They was rapping, and then once I start rapping, they're going crazy. Now y'all want to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I ended up getting real cool with them dudes eventually too. But yeah, that was like one of the first times I rapped in Georgia, and that's when people were like, oh, okay. By the time I went to school, it carried over. Yo, he could rap. So it was always that from that point on.
So you've been in Georgia for how long
now? Since 05. Since 2005.
Oh, you've been at it for a while. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, wow.
We came down 2001 for about a year and a half. Then we went back to Yonkers and then came back now in 2005.
Wow. Yeah, I remember y'all first moved out there. Y'all moved to Georgia? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, y'all stayed out. Y'all stayed y'all asses out here too. Like,
and it was tough for me. It was tough for me because in Yonkers, my brothers was already popular. So I'm the little brother. Like, first it was Bart. Everybody knows Bart. Everybody knows
right,
Bart,
yes.
You know what I mean? And then so when Hodge was coming up, it was kind of easy for Hodge because Hodge was little Bart. Now Hodge was doing something that Bart wasn't doing. Hodge was rapping. Bart was playing ball. So then Hodge developed a reputation of his own. He got his own popularity. So here I come. I'm Little Hodge and Little Bart. Like I was recognized all over Yonkers immediately. So when we moved to Atlanta, I wasn't going to the schools that Bart and Hodge already went to where people knew them already. I'm literally out here by myself. Like it's no, like I'm literally out here by myself. So it was a little tough.
Yeah. So you made your own lane. You made your own lane, man. That's good, man. Now, because I'm saying, now I know Kato lived in Atlanta a long time, way back in the early too. So did he give y'all one of the ideas to move to Atlanta, Kato, from him living out here?
I'm not sure. He could have influenced my mom to do that because when we came out here, we immediately linked up with my aunt Clary.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I believe he could have had some influence on that. I don't know for sure, but I believe so.
Yeah, man.
No, go ahead.
No. But prepare. I don't know how much. I don't know how much you watch battle rap, man. Listen, I'm a fanatic with battle rap, man. And I was out. Yeah. I was mad. I missed. John. They had a MC War show recently with Charlie Clips and I thought I was hoping John was coming through, but he didn't come through on that one. I'm in the A right now. I bet you John gonna come through.
I was supposed to go. The funny thing is, Charlie Clips had called me, but I done passed out with my son on me. I was asleep, so by the time I woke up, it was already starting. Then I just watched it instead of pulling up. I was supposed to be there. I was really supposed to be there.
Hey, John, I told niggas you my nephew. That's my nephew, man.
John. I took it a step further, John. I said, that's my son, I said, you got the red beard. I died and shit when he was a little baby, but that's my son. But he's all right. But I'm going to tell you some funny shit. When we be seeing you rapping, man, we be bugging the fuck out, man, because this shit is so theatric. You know what I mean? It's like it's creative. Which brings me to this. Look, what's the mindset you go into before you prepare to go against another a challenger or op? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot of emotions. It depends on who. And it depends on what event, what stage, because you got the big rooms, then you got the small rooms.
Right.
And then you got narratives that you got to think about. Because when you're dealing with fans and battle rap, there's narratives, there's other things, And then, so, my mindset became, long as I can impress me, instead of trying to sway fans, I felt like I got enough fans to where if I deliver what I feel like they want from me, I'm never going to lose in that regard. You know what I mean? Because the people that watch me for what I do, long as I do what I do, because battle rap is an opinionated sport. In the beginning, you get so caught up in trying to convince certain people, you kind of lose yourself in battle rap. You can't do that. Like I learned that a long time ago. But going in, my mindset is just that. It's just like, all right, let's just get through. It's another one, and let's lock in. And it depends on the person, because some people I might not really like.
Mm-hmm. Who's somebody you really didn't like?
I didn't like Jack Boy. I didn't like Jack Boy. I didn't like Hollow. I didn't like Hitman Holla before we got cool. I didn't like him.
That's dope. But yeah, you would never know that, right? Because y'all cool.
Yeah, they real close now.
Yeah, they close. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my dog. That's my dog. He battled me at a time he really didn't have to, and I respected the fact that he did that purely off competition.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
You see a lot of battle rappers, they get to talking shit to each other, then it gets so far to where they get to threatening each other, like it gets so far away from rap.
Yeah.
You know, so when I was talking shit to Hitman, I kept it at rap, and I think that's what he respected the most out of it. Like I kept it at rap, but then he was like, "Yo, he really think he better than me." You know what? Smack, set it up. Like Smack didn't want to set it up. Smack didn't pay for that battle. That battle wasn't supposed to happen.
Right.
Hitman went and found the sponsor himself, so he went out his way to make that battle happen. And he tell me all the time, he was like, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was gonna kill you after that first time." He's like, "I don't know how you was still up. I don't know how you wanted to go first and everything. I don't know how you." I said, "Man, I don't know how I did it either. I don't know."
And you know something, man. Like with battle rap, it's the crowds. You got some biased crowds sometimes. Where there's a place you go, some crowds be acting weird towards you. You got crowds that messes with you. Yo, that's my man. And you got that's the only little difficult part about it. But when you know you nice and they know you nice, some people just don't want to give it up. That's the part about it.
That's the haters. That's the haters.
You got haters. It's always a haters out there.
Hey, yo, so I want to ask you about Math Hopper, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never battled him, right?
Yeah, I battled him.
Yeah, he battled.
He battled, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how did that go? You slapped the shit
out of him? That was a good battle. That was a good battle. That was like when I battled Math, it was like the return of Math. Like he hasn't been around in a long time. So he got like some welcome back love.
Right.
You know what I mean? He got some welcome back love. And it was a good Math. Like he put on one of his best performances up until that date. So unfortunately, he wasn't one of the ones I got the steamroll.
Yeah.
I punched him in his mouth a few times. I just like giving credit where it's due. You know what I mean?
Hey, John. Like my brother Khalil, he likes Reed Dollars, and that's his. And he said, "Yeah, Reed Dollars. He's got Philly. He got." I said, "No, Reed Dollars is not." I said, "Khalil, John had to slap him around or something." He's like,
yeah. No, hold on. No, John, I'm gonna keep it real. This is some real. Keep this shit on some real bionic man shit real. I was like, I said, because I seen, what's his name, Reed Dollar whole hustle coming up. Then I see him drop off like a bad bag of dope. I'm like, I said, what happened to this nigga? But he just dropped off. You know what I mean? But I always knew Reed was nice. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And so when Steve said, John gonna battle Reed Dollar, I said, that's gonna be a real rough one there, Steve. I said, Reed's a bad motherfucker, boy. And Steve said, nah. Steve's like, John, I said, John just might get us, my mom, keep it real, John, you fail. I was like, Dad, you might just throw a haymaker at John on the low. I said, I gotta figure this shit out. But John, you put the motherfucking Warburton, School Street, Riverdale, Glenwood, the whole motherfucking Yonkers borough, the Crunch Bar, this motherfucker. I said, oh shit, this nigga, school, he did DMX School Street. I said, oh shit. This nigga went every block on Yonkers on Cottage. Niggas on Cottage on him. I was like, oh shit.
Right. Now I was a fan of Reed too, so that was a big battle for me. I came up watching Reed Dollars too, so I felt the same way you feel, Khalil. Like I ain't about to play with Reed Dollars. Hell no.
Yeah, man.
So let me ask a question. So that a battle is coming up. Has it ever been that, because it's already pre-scheduled, correct?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. Have it ever been that before the pre-schedule, somebody comes and approach you and be like, yo, cancel that. I want to take you out. I'm going to take you out. Like they want to be in the battle. They want to battle you like right then and there.
Oh, yeah, that happens. Well, it happened more in the beginning before, because now it's a business. It's like walking up to a boxer. Let's fight right now. Like it ain't gonna happen like that. Now everybody knows like the politics and everything that goes into it. Like somebody could say they won a battle, but if nobody wants to book it,
it ain't nothing happening.
So do y'all have judges? Y'all have judges or the crowd judge?
It's an opinionated sport. So how it's built, it's not that there's judges, it's not that the crowd judges, because it's basically how you feel, right? So you could watch a battle and everybody there could be voting for one person.
Right.
You could feel like this other person won.
Right.
Like it's okay to do that. You don't have to go with the crowd every time. And that's the beauty of battle rap. That's why I say, as a battle rapper, if you come up there and deliver what your fans want from you, you will never lose.
Got you.
It doesn't matter what the crowd think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't matter, because I've seen plenty of battles where the crowd is going with one person. Then once it drop online, you read the comments. Oh, the crowd is biased. The same thing that Steve was saying. The crowd is biased. And like people can read that now. Nobody just falls for the crowd no more. So yeah, battle rap is considered an opinionated sport. Some battles are judged just for the moment, but typically, nah, it's all promotion.
I've seen you quite a few times. I'm sorry, Carla. I've seen you quite a few times. You know, I love you and your partner. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I'm just, y'all are good. Y'all are a great team and working together, you know. So I definitely gonna get more into it, because I used to battle coming up. I used to battle all the time, but I was a B girl, and then I got onto the mic, and then I was, you know, battling or whatever, but I never challenged somebody. I waited for them to come to me, and nobody wanted to battle me because I was a dissing female battle.
hey, John, you ain't gonna believe this. We had Moni Love last week. Moni Love, and Moni Love said last week. She said, "Pebbly Pooh," her right there. I should write Pebbly's rhymes too. Look, she said Pebbly Pooh. John, I know I should write. Me and John helped me wrote a couple of lines anyway. John, look, you owe me and John some fucking publishing. Let's keep that shit. But we talk about that on another show. The next show called People Who Owe. We're gonna get into that. When you laughing about, Pooh, your shit gonna be on there too. You and that whole laugh gonna be on there too. Yeah.
Holy shit.
The people who owe. But you know, Moni Love said when she came from England, her idol, like Michael Jackson. You got Michael Jackson and you had Pebbly Pooh. And you know what I mean? And Moni got real emotional on the show, like, oh my God, you know, like every time she catches up with Pebbly Pooh. And I had to break the news to Don. I said, yo, no disrespect, Momo. I wrote Shorty lyrics too, man. she wasn't falling for that shit. I said, listen, both of y'all ain't got to fall for that shit. But that check come in, we're going to see how this shit play out. You know what I mean?
That's respect. Nah, that's love.
Yeah.
That's
love.
Hey, John, so your brother Three, he ever think about battle rapping?
No, Hodge?
Yeah, Hodge.
I wouldn't say he thought about it. It's been brought up. My mom be trying to get him to do it.
Right.
My mom be trying to get him to do it. But I don't know. I don't know if Hodge really wants to do it. I believe he could if he wanted to. I think he would be creative. You know, I always said if Hodge was battle rapping, he would be like a better version of Daylight.
Ooh.
And the reason why I say that, because Hodge doesn't think on your normal frequency. Like he go above and beyond. Like, he gave me some ideas to do before in the battle, and I said, Hodge, look, man, we can't go that far. We can't go that far. He doesn't he thinks it's so next level in left field. Like he told me one time, he said, yo, you should pull out a gun.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen. He said you should pull out a gun with blank bullets in it, and when you perform it, like shoot them, act like you really shot somebody, have everybody think you really shot.
No.
He said, but there's blank bullets in there. I said, Hodge, listen, that will shut battle rap down.
Yes, they'll scatter.
That's not. You know, but that's just his mindset. Like he told me about rapping with a ski mask on way before Daylight did it. So his ideas and the things that he say is so vivid and graphic So I don't know. I don't think he ever really thought about like the energy, having people yelling in his face. How'd you with all that?
Now, John, check this out. What made you say, I'm gonna get my own league? You know, I know Smack, Smack and URL, they got. Did you say to yourself, hey, Smack getting big money off of this? Why, I could be my own entrepreneur and do it myself. Did you say, is it?
Yeah, it was that, but it wasn't really about the money. I was more so caught up in the culture and in the politics of how things work. Like I started seeing like battle rappers become dependent on these battle checks. And I was also seeing you could be hot, right? Once you hot, book you. Once you run into that one battle where things don't go your way, you got to sit down. So if you're dependent on these checks, now you got to sit down until they ready to book you again because you just dropped the ball once. So I'm looking at like you had 5 crazy performances, and in one bad performance, you got to sit down and miss out on all of that. And I was like, yo, to be a battle rapper and have somebody have your career, you know what I mean? And they hand
like Puppet can move with
yeah, it was like, and this is no shot to Smack because I love them dudes like Smack, Beasley, URL. You know what I mean? They helped make me who I am today. So this is not, but this is just what I was seeing. I'm like, nah, I'd rather take my career in my hands and also provide another outlet because a lot of battle rappers was feeling like if they don't make it to URL, they're not successful. And I'm like, nah, you can't think like that because there's other ways to make your own name. So I was just trying to show that. So that played a part into it. But really what started my whole mindset of thinking that it was that, but URL had because I used to recruit to URL while I was still trying to make my name. Like I would watch so much shit on the internet. So I would watch battlers in other leagues. Now I'd be like, yo, this dude is crazy. Well, that dude is crazy. I remember watching Chilla Jones, right? In a league. Chilla Jones is considered like the king of schemes at the moment. Like he's considered the king of schemes. First time I seen Chilla Jones, he did a scheme about the living room. He broke down all them the way he was doing it. It was so creative to me. I'm like, yo, but the crowd was not reacting. And that bothered me. So I'm like, you know what? If he was on URL, he would get a lot of you feel me? Like he would get a lot of more praise. So I was suggesting certain dudes. That's just one example. I suggested like a bunch of dudes, T-Top, Danger. So
Calico.
I'm feeling it. So URL, they was branching out. So they wanted to do URL West and they wanted to do URL South. So they contacted me to basically run URL South.
Wow. Okay.
So
That's
when
great.
so when they told me about it, I considered it. So while I considered it, I started thinking about how I would do things, how it would be different. So then I started thinking about the politics of it. And I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't do this because I wouldn't have full control. Like I wouldn't be able to give a battle of my word on something because I got to wait for approval from someone else. So if I tell a battler like, yo, if I set up a battle, this battle gets recorded and it doesn't drop, I don't have no control on why it dropped or why it didn't drop. But I spoke to this battler. Like I couldn't do that with
put
no
your head
control.
on it. Put your head out there.
Exactly. So I turned it down. And then once I turned it down, I started thinking like, well, what if I had my own league? So then so these were just thoughts. And then like probably a year later is when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go for it once I thought about how I wanted to do it.
Yours is called a bullpen, right?
Bullpen Battle League.
Good. Now, John, is this like do like the promoters of battle rap like Smack and whoever got MC War, you got other cats in other little leagues.
Right.
Do they look at like views of rappers to decide to book them? Okay, you got 1 million plus views, 2 million views. I'm gonna book them. Does that got anything to do with booking them?
Yeah. It's the views, and it's also demand.
Right.
It's also momentum. Like if there's big cards, there's certain names that you just gotta put on a big card, and that's just the battlers that put their work in to make sure their name is there. Like we all know, like Summer Madness for URL is like the WrestleMania.
Right.
These are the biggest events. These are the events that all battle rappers want to get to. Like you can't be a battle rapper and don't dream of being on Summer Madness. So when you get to a certain point, when URL is putting together uh, these Summer Madness matchups, they thinking about certain names first. They think about certain names. So this is a strike. So there's been 11 Summer Madnesses, and I did 8 of them.
Woo!
Damn.
Wow.
It was just became so every time a big stage would come around like a Summer Madness, it was just like because I made my name on it when I battled Hitman the first time. That was Summer Madness. That's when Diddy and Busta Rhymes and all of them was there, and that was a crazy night. I think that was like the biggest.
Did you get a chance to meet them after that? You get a chance to meet them after that?
No, I didn't. I didn't get a chance to meet them. They was in a balcony. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember seeing.
I everybody was
in
trying
the
to go
balcony.
up there.
Yeah.
But you did meet Drake. You met Drake though, right?
Yeah, I met Drake. I definitely met Drake. He's a huge fan of battle rap.
Yeah, he is.
He is. Sure is. Yeah, him. Yeah, definitely is, man.
Hey, John, you know Nikki, right? Nikki from Philly. Nikki. She does a little journalism on all hip hop. I mean, on all hip hop. She always talks. Nikki. She always say, little short Nikki from Philly.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, John, he know how to he knows how to market his merchandise. He's smart. We know John. Yeah, she give you mad love, man.
I like Nikki. She always
so what do you? It's just a twofold question. One is about how you market in the lead and your merchandise. You know what I mean? How because let me just say something. We've been in the music business forever. You know what I mean? From day one. And what you said about in the music business, your hot is your last record. You know what I mean? That's the slogan. But if you're not able to create your own team and constantly keep pushing forward and doing your own shows and just staying constantly, rapid fire with your music and stuff like that, you just start to fizzle out like a fart. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Fizzle out like a fart. So, we do our best to try to just stay, in motion and stuff like. We had a lot of challenges as groups, and let's say coming from the hood, coming from the projects, we come from the project. Right. It's just certain things we wasn't taught, we didn't know. So it's like it's like trial and error until you finally get the concept of like James just said. James, my man, shout out to James Williams. James just said marketing goes a long way. He's 100% right about that. And not just marketing, management, and having a team and everybody accepting accountability on how to put stuff together and move. Now, with the pit bull rap leads you got right now, you got a team of people you work with, or you just doing it yourself? How you got yourself structured right now?
Yeah, I got a team. I definitely got a team. Everybody in place, because at first I was kind of doing the most because it was my vision. So my team was just moving off how I felt, and then when I work, sometimes I would put too much on my plate, like because I got a problem with relying on people to do something that I need done.
Trust me, I know the feeling.
You know what I mean? I got a problem with that. And it's too stressful. That problem, that's not a good problem. But I definitely got a team. I got a partner I started the league with, Will. You know what I mean? I definitely got a lot of people in place that we got somebody that hosts the streams. We got somebody that put the matchups together. We got a camera crew. Things like that. Like we definitely got a team.
Now, with your merch and stuff like that, how you doing your marketing and merch? Because how's that coming along? Like marketing your merch and stuff like that.
It's good. We just do limited merch. Like we don't just have it all day. So it's like we wait. People ask for it all the time. Like I'll pop up with something new. Like when I was at the with Hitman Battle Cassidy, and I had the bullpen sweatsuit on. Everybody tagging me. Yo, I need that. I need that. We'll press up 50 of them and just sell them and just get them out the way like that. Or I'll put on a shirt or something when people ask for it. And then sometimes we do drop shipping. My little bro got his own company, Humble Printing. So we got drop shipping.
This drop shipping is quick, boy.
Right here.
Yeah.
All the above,
that drop shipping is something else, but bang bong. So now, let me. So watch this. Look, like all right. Now we watched the battle with you and what's the name, SURF, right? That was kind of like a tough battle there. You know what I mean? And and what I say, it was tough because it was kind of like it was like it was like the second round I seen you in there, but the first round and third round, like you know, like you was trying to find your rhythm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that a good way to say it?
Yeah. The battle with Surf, it's weird, right? Because like I said, we battle narratives in battle rap too. You know, so the running narrative for me and Surf was I've been chasing him for years. I've been wanting to battle him for years. So when we get to a point where I'm about to battle him, people are expecting me
to just hammer him in the ground.
Yeah, and I've been writing for this man for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like in their head. So
sound like Khalil.
What they don't realize is after a while, I didn't think me and Surf was gonna happen. I you know what I'm saying? I wrote it off. I'm like, yo, the battle. So I lost interest in the battle. So by the time that they called and wanted to book it, I felt funny about it because it's like, all right, so before Surf battled me, he battled the girl.
Right.
40 bars. He lost. Bad.
TZU SURF lost against the girl?
Yes, he lost bad. He
wow.
lost 2 battles in a row. He lost to Loaded Lux and he lost to a girl, right? And then people was telling me,
shit.
So then URL was telling me they didn't want to book me and Surf at that time because they felt like they didn't want to reward him. They didn't want the fans to feel like he's being rewarded with another big battle for losing 2 in a row.
Oh, now you breaking it down. Now, okay, that's
what they're saying. So now we fast forward a few months later. Now y'all interested in booking the battle, but when I wanted it, y'all didn't want to reward him. When I'm saying I don't want it no more, now y'all throwing everything at me to take this battle. So now when I take it, you look at all the polls. All the polls got John winning. Why? What you say, Khalil? You're only as good as your last record, right? You're only as good as your last battle.
Right.
Surf's last battle wasn't looking so good. His battle before that wasn't looking so good. My last battle looks just as good as the one before that, whichever one. So the narrative expectations, then it became, oh, we just need 3 rounds from Surf. That's it. So this it's a whole little narrative going on, and Surf is a fan favorite regardless. So by the time the battle happened, I was kind of conflicted on if I should do it or not because I didn't really feel like I wasn't in the battle rapper mindset. I'm also behind the scenes. I always say this: if once you're dealing with business, once you in business, your creativity gets taken away. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? It's hard to be creative while you're dealing with numbers and behind the scenes and paper.
Yeah.
You know, it was all of that. So when a battle came about, my mindset was more so let's get it over with than kill him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and it felt that way. Like, so the first round came out, you know, I ain't even let them flip the coin. I'm just like, yo, let me just go.
Wow.
I was just more so let me get it over with. Let me get it over with. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even really like feeling it on that stage. I really wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel like me. I didn't feel, you know what I'm saying? Like the material was definitely there. The material is definitely there, but my energy just wasn't felt. And I felt like he came out with more energy.
Yeah, it was the energy. That's what I meant about the rhythm. The energy. It's all, you know, because I know it's all about energy, man. It's like because when you connect them lyrics to that energy, man, it creates the magic in the battle. You know what I mean?
And that's his strength. You know what I mean? Like you take that battle and you put it in a small room where everybody's forced to listen to what's happening. I smoke him 9 out of 10 times. Like these 2 battles that he lost to the girl and to Loaded Lux was in small rooms. So
they got into the science, boy.
Once you take away that energy from him, he's not good. Every time he had a small room battle, he lost. As a matter of fact, this is online. You watch him versus Big T, him versus Loaded Lux, him versus 40. These are all small room battles. You put him on a big stage, the way he performs, he's like the best seller of bars. Like he could deliver a mediocre bar, but the way he delivers it, it's like, man. Like, so it was that. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, now let me.
Okay,
let me ask you something real quick. All right, John, out of you and Sue Surf's record, Who has a better winning percentage record, you or him?
Oh, me, hands down.
Oh, I knew it. I knew
That's
that.
why it was
I
like
knew
that.
that.
Like he was like this was a tough fight for me, right? Because I'm about to battle somebody that's a fan favorite and the underdog.
Yeah.
You don't like that's like an oxymoron.
Mm-hmm.
So how you battling a fan favorite that people want to see win? They want to see like it's a bigger story. Surf beats John than John beating Surf. It's a bigger story. You know what I mean? It's like the underdog, the Cinderella type.
Yeah, Cinderella story. Yeah,
You know
Cinderella.
what I mean?
John,
Because of the winning percentage. Because of
John, would you give him a rematch? Well, would y'all do a rematch?
Probably later on down the line. Because honestly, in that battle, I feel like I said everything I wanted to say to him because that was two different battles, right? If you go watch it again, it was two different battles. He showed up to entertain, right? I showed up to talk to him. So a lot of what I was saying, I was trying to break down his character because that's why a lot of people in the culture don't like him because of his character, who he think he is. That's why you get into my second round when I did the "You are not bigger than the culture." You see, you know how that hits. So because he's a big-headed battle rapper, he thinks he's the greatest with a losing record. You know, so my whole thing was to talk to him. So that crowd, they didn't care about what I had to say. It doesn't matter how real it is. It doesn't matter. You know, they wanted the entertainment. They wanted the show. And, you know, my approach was wrong. But, you know, if I wanted, if I was, because my whole time of battling him, that's my style. You know, I'll break you down.